John Francis Wade, author of O Come All Ye Faithful, was hounded out of England in 1745. He was a Roman Catholic layman in Lancashire, but because of persecution, streams of Catholics fled to France and Portugal, where communities of English-speaking Catholics appeared. But how could he, refugee, support himself? In those days, the printing of musical scores was cumbersome, and copying them by hand was an art. Wade taught music and became renowned as a copyist of musical scores. His work was exquisite. In 1843, Wade, age 32, had produced a copy of a Latin Christmas carol beginning with the phrase Adeste Fidelis Laete Triumphantes. At one time, historians believed he had simply discovered an ancient hymn by an unknown author, but most scholars now believe Wade composed the lyrics. 7 original hand-copied manuscripts of the Latin hymn have been found, all of them bearing Wade's signature. John Wade passed away on August 26, 1786 at age 75. His obituary honored him for his beautiful manuscripts that adorned the chapels and homes. As time passed, English Catholics began returning to Britain, and they carried Wade's Christmas carol with them. More time passed, and one day an Anglican minister named Oakley came across Wade's Latin Christmas carol. Being deeply moved, he translated it into English. The first line of Oakley's translation was, "Ye faithful approach ye." Somehow, "Ye faithful approach ye" didn't catch on, and several years later, Oakley tried again. By this time, Oakley too was a Roman Catholic priest, having converted to Catholicism. Perhaps his grasp of Latin had improved because he repeated over and over the Latin phrase Adeste Fidelis Laete Triumphantes. He finally came up with the simple and vigorous O Come All Ye Faithful, joyful and triumphant. So, two brave English Catholics, lovers of Christmas, lovers of hymns, living 100 years apart, writing in 2 different nations, combined their talents to bid us come joyful and triumphant, and adore him, born the King of Angels. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.